back to Forza Horizon 5, where today we're doing our first bit of Forza Horizon 5 science. As you might have seen over the past little while, our friends over at Xbox sent me 50 million credits so I could film today's video, because today we're gonna be dropping a whole bunch of money as we search for Forza Horizon 5's fastest car. Before we get into testing any of the cars themselves, I need to build a custom event. I'll use this location over here. That way we just won't have any traffic spawning or anything like that, so we can get consistent runs. So there we go. There is our circuit for finding the top speed. Now that we've made our racetrack, we can go and pick our first car that we're gonna test. So Twitch chat, what should it be? Twitch chat with an awesome suggestion right out of the gates. Would it really be Forza Horizon 5 if we didn't test the cover car, the Mercedes-AMG One? And you know what? It's not actually that crazy expensive, so yeah, we'll buy this thing. I'm actually gonna make all of my own tunes today. I doubt the actual tire compound is gonna have much of an effect on the vehicle's top speed. So for this, we'll toss on slick racing tires and also make the tires as wide as possible. In terms of our actual drivetrain, we could toss on a 6-speed, 7-speed, 8-speed, 9-speed, 10-speed gearbox. Again, it's not really gonna make that big of a difference considering we're gonna be custom tuning our gear ratios anyways, but let's start things off with a 6-speed transmission, and we can always change things in the future. We are gonna toss this thing on rally suspension. If you are new to Forza Horizon, that's actually gonna give you way more tuning range when you're tuning your vehicle. So if you are going for top speed, always toss that on. Anti-roll bars, we're gonna want more tuning menus unlocked, so yes, let's go for that. And weight reduction, that brings us to 3,000 pounds. And then last but not least, let's get maximum horsepower onto the AMG Project One. And other than that, we're already done for all of our upgrades. So 1,300 horsepower, 3,100 pounds. Here's how I'm gonna tune these vehicles. Maximum tire pressure. Although yes, it will give me less grip, having a smaller contact patch on the road is actually gonna increase my miles an hour by a teeny tiny bit, but that might make the difference today. We're also going to straighten up our alignment. Again, although it's going to play a tiny difference in the top speed of our car, it's probably going to be worth it. All of that faffing around beforehand, building our own custom race course, we won't actually be able to use it for our first car because the Mercedes-AMG Project One has a race mode where it can raise and lower the wing. And if you start up a race, you will always be in race mode. So for this first car, we're gonna need to do it in free roam. Close up the front flaps, lower down the rear wing, and we'll give it a test drive. And away we go for our first vehicle to figure out what Forza Horizon 5's fastest car is. I don't know how I've managed to glitch this game, but somehow we have no traffic in free roam. I mean, that was fast. I'm not complaining, but anyways, Mercedes-AMG Project One down the hill. This is where we're gonna set our top speed, 274 miles an hour. It's actually running out of horsepower, surprisingly. Whoa, that thing can get air. There we go. The Mercedes-AMG Project One is the first vehicle onto the leaderboard. 274 miles an hour. Twitch chat, what do you think can beat this? I see a lot of people in Twitch chat asking for the Ferrari 599XX Evo. For those of you who don't know, this was the fastest car in Forza Horizon 4. Will it be the fastest car in this game, though? Ferrari, let's max upgrade you all the way. After all of our upgrades, we weigh nothing. 2,500 pounds, 1,400 horsepower for this thing. This is gonna be pretty quick. Let's load up our race at the Horizon Festival. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the fastest car in the game. I definitely expect this thing to take down the Mercedes-AMG Project One. 5th gear, doing 230 miles an hour, bouncing over the road. You also might remember in Forza Horizon 4, some of your cars would dip into the ground. That's no longer a thing in this game, so you've got to drive your cars like they're actually meant to be driven. Down the hill, 273, 274. Come on, one more. Beat the Mercedes. Come on, please. Please? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This thing's gonna tie the Mercedes? Are you kidding me? Really? It's literally the exact same speed. Damn it. Things I definitely didn't expect to say today. The Mercedes-AMG Project One and the Ferrari 599 XX Evo can do the same speed. So yes, unfortunately, although this was the fastest car in Forza Horizon 4, it got a big old nerf for Horizon 5. If you do want to test the fastest cars from previous Forza games, well, there is another good vehicle. And that's this thing, the Jaguar D-Type. Fun fact, actually, if you buy the premium edition of Forza Horizon 5, when you do that, you'll actually get a car voucher. So instead of dropping 22 million credits on this, I can use my car voucher. That is a free Jaguar D-Type. Let's go. We'll throw some upgrades onto the D-Type and hopefully we'll be really good. Back in Forza Horizon 3, this thing had a V12 swap, which made it just completely unfair. But in this game, it maxes out a V10. I guess we'll toss that in then. Jaguar D-Type definitely isn't very powerful. Only 1,200 horsepower. When you compare that to the other stuff we're going to be using, that's not that much. However, it doesn't weigh that much. So, I mean, we might as well test it and see what happens. Look at the graph for the speed. It goes all the way up to 360. Make your predictions now for the top speed. Is it gonna touch 270 miles an hour? Up to 6th gear. Whoa, it's quick. Whoa, is this about to beat an AMG? Huh? 280 in this? An old clapped out boy from way back in the day has just dethroned the Mercedes-AMG Project One and a Ferrari 599 XX Evo by 10 miles an hour already. Twitch chat looked at this car and laughed and said, I wasted my time. No. That is such a sick car. I love the Jaguar D-Type. Let's give it a go. Aston Martin Valhalla. I genuinely do not know how fast this thing is going to go with a proper top speed tune, so let's try. That is really not great news for the Aston Martin Valhalla. It has the least amount of horsepower we've tested of everything. I'm not feeling confident with this. I don't think it's actually going to be able to take down the Mercedes-AMG Project One. I'm going to say 265. We're already doing north of 250. There's 260 miles an hour. Down the hill, 265. Come on! It doesn't want to give me one more. 267 miles an hour. Yo, I was pretty bang on with that prediction, though. That's 267 maxed out. Although, don't get me wrong, that's a really, really quick car. Very slow compared to the other cars we've tested. One of my personal favorites is this, the Lotus Evija. It's a 2,000 horsepower all-electric hypercar. Although I don't think it'll take down the Jag, I think it'll probably be quicker than the Mercedes-AMG Project One. Since this thing is an all-electric hypercar, there really isn't that many upgrades we can do. We can't even make it rear-wheel drive. There's no weight reduction. There's no power upgrades. That's it for the Lotus Evija. Although it has a whole bunch of horsepower, it is a little bit on the heavy side. Oh, look at what we've done to the acceleration to this thing. I gun it. Nothing. Lotus Evija, up onto the highway we go, you absolute beast. Come on. 260. 270. And we're going up a hill. 280 miles an hour. Can this thing take down the Jaguar D-Type? 282. Straighten it up. 283. 284. 285. The new fastest car. Are you kidding me? 285 miles an hour? Are you kidding me? We actually have 2 ties onto the leaderboard. I can't believe a brand new all-electric hypercar just went the same speed as a Jag from way back in the day. Anyways, Twitch chat, what is next? Oh, right away, I'm seeing the Mosler. Yes, I love the Mosler. The Mosler was one of my favorite cars in Forza Horizon 4. And depending on what upgrades we have for it in this game, it might be able to do pretty well. Our Mosler's done with all of the upgrades on it. It's not that heavy. It's got some nice horsepower. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this takes over first place. Twitch chat also says to try out the Rimac. I love that choice. Yes. You know what? That engine doesn't sound as bad when you're actually driving it. Okay. There we go, though. 260, 270 miles an hour. Make that 280 miles an hour. 284, 285, 286 is the fastest car. 287, 288. Go down the hill, 289, 290. A little bit more. A little bit more. We're not even redlining. We're that close away. 290 miles an hour. What an absolute beast. The Mosler is such a beast. For only 300,000 credits, that is a bargain little rocket ship, especially with the right upgrades on it. Would highly suggest you pick up a Mosler. Am I about to become bankrupt if I buy the Rimac? Okay, no, it only costs 2 million bucks. That's not bad. One of the main problems with the Rimac in Forza Horizon 4 is, although it was also super, super powerful, you couldn't actually tune the gear ratios for it, and it was never really able to do that good a top speed. So maybe it'll be different here. There are no upgrades we can do to the Rimac. All we've got is performance and handling. There's nothing we can even do in our drivetrain. Our differential's already upgraded, so we can't do anything there. So I guess after our upgrades, we did get some weight reduction on, which brings our weight down, and we have 1,900 horsepower again. Watch this hit 284 miles an hour as well. This is exactly what I was talking about before, though. Now you can actually tune the gear ratios for the Rimac. Okay. Holy. Yo, the Rimac's a rocket. It's scary fast. 180, 200, 220, 230, 40, 50. I feel like an auctioneer not calling off top speeds. 270. Whoa. Okay, it slowed down a little bit. 285, 286. Turn the corner and down the hill. Come on. 287, 288, 289. Come on. Please. Really? Again? This game. 1 mile an hour off. Tying the Mosler for the fastest car. That's actually really, really good to see, though. I'm actually really happy to see that the Rimac is super quick in this game. Maybe I will give the McLaren Speedtail a go. It's an awesome car. It's designed for top speed, so, I mean, maybe it'll do okay. That sounds like so brutal. I love that. McLaren Speedtail. Anyways, there's all of our upgrades. We're not super powerful. We're not super light, but since it's designed to go in a straight line, maybe it'll do well. Yeah, I don't care if it's slow. That's sick. 250 miles an hour. It's already slowing down. 260, 265, 270. Okay, it's not doing as bad as I thought it would. We got 271 right there. Straighten it up and go. 274. That's not bad. 275. 275. That's not bad. McLaren Speedtail, you had me worried there for a moment. But as it turns out, when you're actually driving it, I guess the drag coefficient is super low for this thing, and it can actually do some really nice top speeds. It's not record-setting, but it's not bad. Twitch chat says I should use the EB110 and then toss the Chiron engine into it. I like that idea. Let's do that, actually. Really good horsepower, really good weight. This might be good. Again, for those of you who don't know, the Bugatti EB110 was the fastest car in Forza Horizon 1, so we're definitely bringing out some old school boys here. And there we go, 280. That is not bad at all. 283, 284, 284. Come on. That is really, really good for a car like this, especially considering its age. I will gladly take that. That did way better than I thought it would. We've been doing this for 2 hours now. I think we need to do one more car. This is the 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko. It was one of the fastest cars in Forza Horizon 4, but it never really hit its potential, so maybe it can do a little bit better in this game. Whoa, 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 whoa. The gears on this thing go up to 378 miles an hour. There's 230, 240, 250, 60, 70, 280 miles an hour. We've got to beat 290 to be the fastest car. There it is, 291, 295 for the Koenigsegg Jesko. Around the corner, we're gonna get it down the hill. Come on, come on. 299, 300, 301, 302. Keep it going, keep it going. Are we seriously? I need to mess with the tune. 302 miles an hour, though. We get on our first attempt with this. No way, Dubs made a top speed tune. Okay, I've got to give this one a go. There's 260, 270. 280, 290 miles an hour. And we're going up a hill. There's 300 already. Keep it going. Keep it going. Down the hill, 303, 305. Keep going. We're hitting the bumps on the highway and it messes us up. I've got to rewind. So yes, the highway in Forza Horizon 5 is massive, but you still get some pretty big air. It's still not the perfect place to get top speeds. Here you go. Here you go. Down the hill. 305, 306, 307, 308. Oh, come on. You gotta go quicker. 07. Oh, it's so close to going 309, 310. The Jesko, though, is an absolute rocket ship. After we tested a whole bunch of cars in Forza Horizon 5, I'm gonna say it, for right now at least, the Koenigsegg Jesko is gonna be the fastest. Who knows what's coming in the future for this game in terms of new cars? Until then, though, the Koenigsegg Jesko is gonna be your reigning champion. 308 miles an hour. If you can find something that beats this, let me know, and I'll make another video about it. That's insane.